Coming to you live, SEMA 2016, Doug Bell and the Hot Rod Show. Here we are, Swiss Tracks, live.
On the show today, we're back to SEMA for more awesome cars. We talked to Jeff from the Classic Car Breakfast at Palmy's Big Boys Toys. And we're in a Rocket, yes, that's Rocket Speed Equipment in Hamilton for their open day. And our new Shifting Iron segment, if you have a car to sell, we have a viewer to buy it. All this and more on the Hot Rod Show. Now, knock knock, who's there? Here we are at SEMA again. And look at that awesome pickup there. Lowered, slammed. Man, this was a big thing at SEMA this year. Put it all on the ground. Another view of it. Aren't those wheels amazing? Blue. Here we are wandering around the halls at night as we had special permission to be in there, courtesy of the directors of SEMA, to film this whole place when no one was around. Look at this. We could pick our noses, we could do anything, and there was no one there to say, "Uh-oh, what's he doing?" It just goes on and on and on. There is so much to show of this big event that, well, you know, if you want to see everything about these vehicles, you're just going to have to go to the hotrodclub.com, register, and then start watching everything from our amazing video vault. But look at this thing, isn't this a welder's nightmare? Gosh, when I stumbled across this, it was just like, whoa, where the heck did that drop out from? Look at this thing. Talk about space frame. The suspension was just, you know, this is different, isn't it? You got to come to SEMA to see stuff like that. Or this, as the case may be. Isn't that just amazing? Look at all the chords and everything. You wouldn't want to strike a wrong chord with this one. That was my little scooter there in the background. I was an old man. Look at this. This is just absolutely amazing. This copper caddy, copper and black. This is just for you, Jazz. Look at inside this thing. This is just incredible. There's only a few copper cars at the event this year, but this one stood out amongst them all. It was built to go racing, this car, ladies and gentlemen. There's a full roll cage in there. Now look at this. This is the engine. It ain't no standard V8. This is a huge whopping great turbo diesel. And there's a boat to go with it. Yep, it's got a chimney. Look at this amazing copper detail. You want to see more of this car? Go to the hotrodclub.com and sign up. We've got hundreds and hundreds of videos from SEMA. Here's something a little different. Back to a V8 now. I don't care what people say, roadsters always look beautiful. And you can never have too many of them. Rats 32. Woohoo! Yes, folks, that's what you've been asking for. The Hot Rod Club. That's the hotrodclub.com. Yes, it's a .com. It's a worldwide hot rod club. Even you folks out there in Angola or Botswana can join. So we have a special introductory offer for you now. you will get exclusive access to the vault. That's the Hot Rod Show vault, where we keep all the footage that you never get to see on the show. We film so much of it, and it's just all sitting there. Plus, you'll get access to the show before it appears on Face TV on a Thursday night, and a special Hot Rod Club email address. Your name at thehotrodclub.com. We've got Buick, we've got Chev, we've got Ford, we've got Big Block, we've got Burnout. Go and see if you can get your name that you want, your license plate even. Just go to the Hot Rod Club now and register. Plus, there is a 10% discount card from our friends at Repco. 10% off everything you buy. And as an introductory offer, I'll give you a free Hot Rod Club t-shirt, including delivery in New Zealand. This won't last long, folks, so get in quick. And how much is all this? It's just 35 bucks. $35. That's like 18 litres of gas, enough for one decent burnout. So don't forget, $35 and a free Hot Rod t-shirt. Sign up today at thehotrodclub.com. I'll see you there. Woohoo! There's Jonesy there. We're back at the Palmy Big Boys Toys, and he's talking up a storm. We're with the Broadster, of course. Look at this thing. Isn't this amazing? This is Brodie Retallick's car. Now here we are with the Classic Car Breakfast Club. These guys have got just a whole bunch of cars. They cruise around the Taranaki and, in the Wairarapa area, and they have breakfasts on Sundays and Saturdays and whatever days they do. But it's just, if you have a car, don't matter what it is. As you can see, there's cars of all shapes and descriptions. Doesn't this Pontiac look beautiful? There's some great lines in these cars. Here we've got a Mark 1. Yeah, there's an interesting story about Mark 1 convertibles and why we have so many. Well, that's because Aussie wharfs were on strike when the ship came here, so they turned around and came back to New Zealand and dropped us all Aussies Mark 1 convertibles as well. How's that for a 59 Chevy, eh? Ooh. And it's an El Camino, not an El Ranchero or Hendrix. Yeah, it's even nice colour too. Very traditional wheels. Yes, I could easily fit in there, couldn't I? Look at it. Man, this guy's gone to some amazing detail. And some Umbriagos over there. This was fairly early in the piece, so there was really no one around. So we could see everything. This is her 59, I guess. The other one's his 59. But there's the Manawatu Car Club. Woohoo! A bit short on gas, I think. These guys turned out in force too. They showed us something of pretty much everything that they drive and race. Come racing with us, the Manawatu Car Club. Oi, look over here. Now here we have the Rocket Open Day. Now Dan opens his place up once a year. Shows everybody, what he's working on. And he also gives people a good feed. And you get free beer. He has great chili. The chili this year was just absolutely amazing. Last year it wasn't quite hot enough, but this year I think he just done it perfect. Thanks, Dan. Now look at this Caddy Model 8. This is kind of cool, man. Yeah, it's not a Cadillac, Peter Elmer's. Cool Roadster pickup with a Caddy engine in it. Traditional Coke bottle opener. There's a sweet pickup. Ever since I went for a cruise in Marie Bredin's 57 Chevy, I have just been in love with pickups. Look at that, just sitting on the ground. The inside's been done though. Beautiful, isn't it? No, this isn't the body sitting above the chassis. This is a car and with its chassis and another chassis sitting underneath. It's a pretty cool chassis though. This thing was awesome. 20-inch tyres on the back, not wide, high. This, as you can see, would easily fit into SEMA. The quality of the build here is just absolutely amazing. Faultless. Absolutely faultless. Now check this out. I really was impressed with the steering setup on this thing here. It's a 32 of some sort, but we don't know quite what it's going to be when it ends up finished. Look, there's even chassis lying against the wall. Rocket Speed Shop, man. Dan, you do an amazing job down there. There's all your bits and pieces. Who wouldn't want that stuff stored in their garage? Man. And over there's the tiki bar. This is early in the morning, of course. This is a little later in the day. Yep, it was driven here, I'm pretty sure of that. This ain't no trailer queen. Run what you bring. This is my kind of hot rod. I'd be quite happy just going to work on this every day. Maybe I'd get rid of the roll bar. But that's the exhaust pipe. It's just got it underneath. Just a little bit more of an angle to view it. The old school bag or satchel as we used to call them.
Name's Chris. We're coming to you from the Real Motor Compliance Centre. As you can see, I'm in a 32 Hudson. This is the sort of day-to-day work that we get in. This particular car is in here for low volume certification for the engine, brakes, a few other things. It's also here for a New Zealand re-reg, as the car was first registered here in '81. We do get anything from 1906 to 2016. No jobs too big, too small for us. From something like this to high-end European to American muscle to anything like that. We can sort of get your car on the road as soon as possible.
Now, the Real Motor Company is a huge compliance centre out in New Lynn in Auckland here. So, you know, you've got a car coming into the country, it's arrived, or you need to have something checked out on your car, take it down to the Real Motor Company in New Lynn, and they will just take care of everything you need.
Hey, I just pop up everywhere. Johnny, how you doing, man? It's a haircut too, dude. Oh, yeah, high and tight. High and tight. You got it. You simplify it?
Yes.
Really? Well, way cool. Congrats, man. Yeah, high. Yeah, that's really high and tight. That's why you call the haircut. Yeah. You didn't know that? Nah, you haven't lived, dude. You're an Aussie. Yeah. Well, we all know Ziggy, but there's Johnny McLeod. Johnny, he's the chairman of Classic Instruments. And this is an amazing company. You've been around how long?
4 years.
40 years.
40 in a row.
In a row. You didn't have any breaks.
No breaks.
But congratulations on being chairman of the. You know, you're a. Yeah, man, you look different without all the hair.
Well,
it was an afro, you know.
So actually, Classic Instruments started in Portland, Oregon by Frank and Shirley Heddix, and they owned it. And then we purchased it from them about 13 years ago and moved it to Northern Michigan.
Wow.
So.
And it just growing and growing?
Yeah, that's when I started, it was me.
Yeah.
Answering the phone, whatever we ordered, I built at night.
Yeah.
Every day. Now I have 27.
Isn't it neat to have done that? You know, like to start, you know, because people, if you haven't started a business from scratch, you never know. Hey, it's congratulations, because that is an achievement, you know.
No, thank you. Sweat and payroll is something everyone needs to do.
It's the third business I've started from the beginning.
No,
well, the third one that's worked.
I'd make a lousy employee.
Would you?
I
would.
would.
You make a good boss?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Hey, tell us more about Classic. You know, like because you know, and until you can look at the stuff, you don't realise just how beautiful it is, you know?
Well, the one thing that Frank and Shirley did very well, they started with making a very good reputation. They had good parts.
Yeah.
All we really did was take their basic idea and grow it.
Yeah.
And so we've got a lot of good partners. We manufacture for Moon Eyes, Honest Charlie, Pete and Jake, so we
Really?
make all their instruments as well. And my goal is to bring all the manufacturing in-house. That's my passion, is manufacturing.
Yeah.
So we started with the base that they had and we just grew it. Tom Gale, who is the Senior Vice President of Chrysler, head of design, is a good friend of mine and started helping us design new products. That's what's really started the business growing, because people need options. And at Classic Instruments, we have no finished goods ever for any of our dealers. So there's no finished goods back on shelves to sell.
It's all in pieces.
We build every set for everybody per order and guarantee delivery in 48 hours.
Wow.
So
That's amazing.
if you like a red pointer and Ziggy likes a white pointer, we can make that option, or a curved lens or a different bezel. So each one of these pieces we started to build the same way.
Yeah.
And now today we offer more products than any other instrument company out there, because we just launched into the street rod, out of the street rod business into the race business.
Really?
And so now we do all race gauges.
What are some of the race gauges? We'll have a look at them.
Okay, come back.
I'm making the camera.
You come back.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so basically every race gauge, from brake pressure to air fuel mixtures to outside air temperatures, all of those trans temp, oil temps, all the ones, but we made them bigger to 2 5/8. We did a full sweep. They have an output for data loggers. They have warning lights built inside and outside, 2 light options, and we can control every piece of that. So every racer, no matter if it's drag racing, off-road racing, autocross racing, each one of those pieces, each racer has a different what they need. We have something for all of them.
You know your onions when it comes to gauges, don't you? Hey,
I try.
You're rattling them off, man. I'm going like, I hope someone out there's understanding what he's saying, man.
I hope so.
Yeah.
They do, though.
They do.
Because like you said, what are they? Petro heads.
Yeah, petrol heads, man. Yeah, fumes, you know.
We have a separate session in or a whole different area in our company. It's called the ICU, Instrument Customization Unit. Now we retrofit any gauge cluster. We gut all the mechanical, anything. I got an example I'll show you.
Yeah.
But we can take any gauge cluster, make it look like anything from stock to custom, but make it work with any new modern motor and any new modern transmission or ECU. It's kind of like our GPS that we have for over in Australia. We have a GPS unit, little antenna you can plug to any electric gauge we've made since 1977, and you don't have to hook up anything through GPS, and it works, and it does work in Australia.
Big Boys Toys, and here I am with
Jeff Boyden from the Classic Car Breakfast Club.
Jeff. Yeah.
Real well.
Yeah, the
Real-
Breakfast Club.
We're Breakfast Club, yeah.
The Manawatu 2.
We're in the Manawatu, but we have a lot of people that come from out of our region.
Yeah.
You know, Hawke's Bay,
Wow.
Waikanai, Wanganui,
So
Wairarapa.
how often do you folk meet?
Once a month.
Really?
Once a month. Second Sunday, once a month. And we go for a 2-hour drive, finishing up with breakfast
Really?
at the end. And really wide selection of cars.
Yeah.
Real
I
wide
know.
selection.
You've got something of everything.
Absolutely.
Almost,
Absolutely.
Almost everything.
Almost everything except Japanese.
But isn't it neat?
Oh yeah, absolutely fantastic. I mean, just to have those cars out of the shed and running on the roads and a bit of noise and a bit of this and a bit of that. Yeah, no, absolutely brilliant.
It's,
Yeah.
so how long have you been going?
Just over 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
So do you
11
meet
trips.
up-
11 trips a year.
11 trips a year?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So you meet at the same place every time? Is it always different?
Yep. Same place every time. We start at Super Cheap Auto. Plug for them. Super Cheap Auto in Palmerston North. And we do about 130k on each trip, and we finish up for breakfast at a different venue each month. Yeah. So everything's all pre-arranged.
Yes.
We always scope the trip before we do that.
You go and sample the breakfast?
Yeah, well, yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Yeah, why
well,
not?
you've got to
Yeah,
do it, eh?
yeah, we've got to do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we finish up 9:30, breakfast, and generally out of there by 10:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're back home for lunch?
Well, back home to mow
Mow
the
the
lawns,
lawns,
make
yeah.
sure the wife's mowing the lawns.
Well, make sure she is, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Your wife mows
Yeah.
the lawns.
Yeah, wife mowed the lawns and clean your car for you
Clean
when
the
you
car,
get home.
yeah.
Yeah.
Spotless.
Spotless, absolutely,
Yeah.
inside and out.
With mothers.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
With mothers.
With mothers.
That's why you get the mothers to do it.
That you've got to get mothers
Yes,
to do it.
yeah,
Mothers,
exactly.
Everyone trusts mothers.
Exactly, yep,
Yeah.
yep, wouldn't use anything else.
Yeah. Okay, Jeff. Hey, well, thanks very much.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
No
Well, how
problem.
can people get a hold of you?
Oh, we've got a website. Email and just
Your
give us a call.
website?
No, sorry, email.
Your email?
Email is ggboyden@extra.co.nz.
And the phone number?
Ooh, can't give you that.
Think of that. No, that's rather personal.
rather personal. Who knows who might be ringing us?
Okay, so the email address is again?
GGBoyden, Boyden, at extra.co.nz.
Well, there you go. If you're down this way and you want to go for breakfast on a Sunday once a month, have a really cool cruise, and just a general good time, meet some folks.
Oh, I meet some real good folk.
Yeah.
Real good folk.
A lot of stories.
A lot of stories. And it's great moving out. Come and join us.
I'll do that. Now, here's a whole new segment of the show. This is called Shifting Iron. And what we're doing here is we're showing cars that we see for sale when we travel around the country, because we just want to give these guys a hand to get their cars sold. But look, if you want to get your car on the show in this new Shifting Iron segment, just give me an email, doug@thehotrodshow.com, and we'll take care of the rest. I'll be in touch with you and we'll get a video from you, or we'll make it if we see it at an event, and we'll put it on here and we'll do the best we can to sell your car. This is a sweet 37 Tudor, like, aren't they beautiful? 021-496-797, it's for sale. Got one more coming up. Here's a sweet Model A 1930 Tudor. Says everything about the car there. There's a back door. I mean, I have had a really good look at this car. It is very well done. It's very period perfect. No junk, no grunge. It's just a seriously steel car. I've seen it driven quite a lot. Look at that. When you get to see this car coming towards you, it is just so amazing. I saw it come around the corner. It was like, oh, holy heck, look at this thing. It's just an amazing piece of iron rolling down the road. It's not chopped, it's fenderless, it's up high. I mean, that's just what it is. That's my tripod there. But anyway, here's a little bit more of a closer look on what's going on with this Tudor, and a bit more information about it. Oh, wow, check this thing out. There's some mighty old, drag cars there. Old Rocket Open Day, they sure do drag out a lot of old iron out of people's sheds. People start turning up and all sorts of things, especially when there's no law enforcement around. You wouldn't want law enforcement anywhere. Yep. Here's the people who's helped. There's a lot of old iron around. Hey Craig, that's your car. And it's got a ding. There's a sweet 38 deluxe sedan coupe in it. 38 deluxe here. Solid wires. It's pretty nice pinstriping too, and it's just got great colours. This car looks beautiful inside and out. Even the back window winds down, winds out. You've always got to have a 56 Chevy somewhere, and a jail bar. I used to have a jail bar long time ago, but the paint was just pretty interesting. It's a real candy paint, because it's just got so many tones in it. It's a Buick. Gosh, this thing just looks just absolutely amazing. She's a 4-seater, not an 8. Look at that. This car was just absolutely beautiful. Ellen Billiard, is anything like yours? There's Pete's pickup over the road there. that. This is one beautiful, beautiful car. There's this 56 again. The flames are really nice, you know. This thing going past you, you're certainly going to turn around and have a good look at it. Up and coming hot rodders. Station wagons. Who doesn't love station wagons? This thing, you know, they even got the footstep plates there to stand on to reach up to the luggage rack. Rear facing back seat. Nincompoop shadowing in the window. Dodge Pioneer. Here's an awesome Buick Riviera. God, I just love these things, the way the back comes down to a taper. Let's get around the back. There's a 59 over there. I just love the lines on these things. You just must see Marlene and John Robin's sweet Model A pickup. Look at that, 72 Buick. All sorts of cars and pickups. Yeah. John and Marlene Robin, there's your pickup. Once again, this thing is just so well proportioned, and they go everywhere in it. You can tell it's summer because it doesn't have a bonnet on it or a hood. When it's winter, the hood goes on. There's the Model A that was for sale, or is for sale. Now we're going to leave you with a little bit more of SEMA, and don't forget the Hot Rod Club. Join thehotrodclub.com. Woohoo! We'll see you again next week. We couldn't do this without our amazing sponsors, so please support them. Big Boys Toys, Mothers, there's no shine like a mother's. Protector Insurance, believe me, with drivers like me on the road, you need these guys. Swiss Tracks Flooring, it's quite possibly the best flooring in the world. Kiwi Span New Zealand, check out their website. They have a shed for everything and everyone. Online Logistics, the switched on dudes who can not only ship your vehicles but also source them. Give them a call tomorrow. Then there's CRC. They have the stuff that makes things work again. Smartway Security. Call Roger if you need to keep an eye on things when you're not there. Then there's Casper Transmissions. These guys really do give a shit. New World Browns Bay, if you're local or just passing through, stop and shop. Gary, the owner, just loves classics and hot rods. And then there's Ting Tools. They're last because we use their torque wrench at the very end to tighten everything up so it can go on TV. Keep in contact with us via Facebook. And remember, you can buy our fabulous SEMA DVD from Las Vegas. It's amazing value at only $25 or $45 with a Hot Rod Show t-shirt, and that includes shipping. Email me, doug@thehotrodShow.com. So, until next time, keep the dirty side down and the shiny side up.